Killing me.
There we go.
Welcome.
Welcome. Gonna have to say welcome a couple more times because I don't know if we are. Yeah, we're live on mine too. Doing the simulcast.
I just noticed this sign. It's pretty funny.
What?
The ideal brain tonic, Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Relieves fatigue.
Yes. We've got an old Coca-Cola mirror from like.
Yeah, because it's got cocaine in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the old logo for Coca-Cola. Relieves fatigue. And right now, what he's doing to relieve fatigue is he's drinking excess.
Yeah, what is this?
Mango pineapple guava.
Right. Caffeine-free, sparkling energy.
Sparkling
I don't
energy.
know how you get energy with no caffeine, but
it's called B6 and B12. 4,000% B12.
It's called bullshit.
4,000% B12.
Vitamin bullshit.
Yeah, we'll see how if you're jumping off the walls.
It tastes okay.
All right. You can buy that from me.
What is it? That's yours?
Yeah.
Wait, when you said your soda, I was like, what? It's really yours?
Yeah, I sell that stuff.
Oh, it's not yours. You sell it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like it was yours. Like
I invented it. Yeah.
You own the brand and shit. Like what?
So how have you been? Are you COVIDed up? You just coughed on me, so I had to like disinfect my
I also
arm.
smoke like a pack and a half of cigarettes every day. I smoke even more now. I'm just sitting around in quarantine.
Yeah. You know what? The only thing that's keeping me quarantined is the lack of things to do. Like, I'll still go out. I
already ran through all my Netflix. The other night I was like sitting. I'm like, I done watched everything there is to watch.
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, they put the good and the bad and the ugly on. It's like, well, fuck it, I'll watch that. Even though I've seen it 100 times.
I'm binging Tiger King again.
You said you didn't watch it at all the first time.
I'm watching it.
The Tiger King is something that needs to be seen.
Carol fucking Baskin.
No. That's what I said with it. I watched it first before anyone was talking about it. And to me, all I did was watch the whole time and go, man, I know these people.
Mike Tran wants us to get naked.
Oh, of course he would.
Wants to see what a real dick looks like.
How are you, Mike? How's quarantine treating you? You all right?
He's Asian, so you know he's got the mask.
Right.
I don't know. They do the mask on a regular day. Like, that's just like a regular day shit for them.
He can't. Can you still roll sushi?
Doubtful.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, they probably do takeout or something. But, like, is he still working?
He is. No, it's Johnny Brim is saying, what's up?
Brim.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the whole time I was watching Tiger King, I'm thinking to myself, I know these people. And then they put the part where the guy, someone let all the animals out in Ohio. I was there then.
Shit.
It was like, yeah, it's like these people are everywhere. They got bleach blonde mullets. And
I don't do good with it, like house cats, so a fucking regular cat would fuck my shit up.
They're all messed out. Really, if you think about it, the most amazing thing about the Tiger King is that he was able to do all that stuff and be on meth.
I think that's why he was able to do all that stuff.
But I'm just saying, man, he's accomplishing a lot of stuff for a meth head.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. He's got a country western album, right?
Right.
227 tigers.
Right.
Husband with no... The husband lost more teeth as the story goes on.
Yeah, that guy was something else.
Like, dude. Somebody came into my job. I work at a contest. Somebody came into my job and he
Will
was...
you please stop doing corporate endorsements? I'm going to quit this show.
I'm sorry. I'm just...
I'm going to quit right now.
I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying. I wasn't even saying for that reason.
We're not sponsored.
No. No, my point was the guy came in, he goes, I want to buy furniture, and he goes, he had all the teeth missing in the front of his mouth.
Right.
Like the front 4 to 6 teeth are gone. You just see 2 big molars in the back, like, you know. I'm like, and then there's, I don't know if that was a sister. I don't know if that was a brother. I don't know. It was like very androgynous.
First of all, where are these people from?
What was your usual Boulder Highway? You know. And he goes like this.
Do they do cousin fucking in Nevada?
Boulder City, I'm certain. Maybe
I'm saying, like, are there like really rednecks? You know, in Nevada?
I think so.
I don't know that much about the state, so
Don't look at me, but
But like, you know, if you're from Cincinnati, you can drive 20 minutes outside of Cincinnati.
But hold on. This is my point.
And you're a cousin fucker.
If you are missing the front teeth of your mouth and somebody gives you $100,000, what are you going to do?
I fix my teeth, for sure.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to give myself I'm getting a settlement. I'm going to get me a new car. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
You didn't say, like, are you going to fix the grill?
I should have said that.
Are you going to soup up that grill?
I'm just like...
Some people don't care. You know?
If you're,
it's like there's an ad that's on at work all the time. You know, they're always playing music and there's these little commercials in between. And one of them is like... Crest new whitening take 10 years of, you know, yellow stain off of your thing. And I'm thinking to myself, you think if someone didn't care for 10 years, just all of a sudden they're going to wake up one day?
Yeah.
I'd like, oh, I better do something about this.
I know a guy who did that, who I used to work with and when I was in radio, and the dude he was a handsome dude. I'm saying right now, he kind of had a Freddie Mercury look, but with blue eyes.
Right.
Freddie Mercury... bright aqua blue eyes.
That would be fucking weird.
It was weird. All right, now the dude had two weird things. First of all, he had a big gap in the front teeth.
Right.
Okay, so
David Letterman got away with that.
Right. And then the second was
Strahan never fixed his big
right.
gap.
And then he smoked, but here's how he smoked. He smoked dead center.
In the gap.
Right in the gap. So the teeth went
was the gap big enough to actually fit?
Almost. So his teeth went from white in the back to yellow to dark brown. So he finally gets his teeth fixed. He gets veneers and he gets them all. And he starts smoking again. Now, within 1 month, the teeth turned piss yellow. So it looked like he almost had a lemon in his mouth every time he talked.
To me, that suggests questionable oral hygiene as well. Like, he didn't brush his teeth at all. You know, like...
And the dude...
If you just smoke for a month and your teeth turn yellow... Like,
and the dude was one of these guys, he had, like, perfect skin, he took care of himself.
I've been smoking since the 8th grade. You know, like...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying, like a long fucking...
So did Marlboro give you the pool table yet?
No, I never did the point thing. Although I should have, I guess.
Yeah, dude, you might as well get something for your lung cancer.
If I would have saved all the Marlboros I smoked since the 8th grade, I could probably buy, like, a Marlboro mansion.
You're fucked, man, you know?
Marlboro cattle ranch, you know.
Melt those cartons down into some fucking, like, support beams for a house or some shit.
I never did. I did do the camel thing a couple times.
Yeah?
The camel bucks.
What'd you get?
Just dumb shit. They have, like,
a camel fuzzy football.
Right,
Why not? You and your friends get the fuzzy football.
Like cigarette case, or you know, like you like. Oh, if you could save up like 10,000 of them, you could buy this badass leather jacket. But it's like I don't want to smoke camels that long.
You know what the fucked up thing is? It's like
camels are strong, man.
Yeah. Well, they put them and makes them so.
I don't know. It's that Turkish tobacco, I guess.
Yeah.
My friend's dad used to smoke fucking the original camels with no filter.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus.
When I was a kid, my mom was married to this dude who smoked Pall Mall, same thing, like the non-filter. And every now and then, you know, you went in their cigarettes, you swipe something from your parents.
Pall Malls?
And like, yeah, I have to swipe the Pall Malls, and then I go in the bar and just like practically fucking choke to death.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Pall Malls are like the Keystone Light of cigarettes. It's like the Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah.
The PBRs. Or Parliament.
My dad used to smoke Lucky Strike, the old.
Are they still around?
I don't know, but he used to smoke them when I was a kid.
Let's just see here. Miss you guys. Red.
Who is that?
Janiyah Kaufman.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we miss you, too. I miss everybody, man.
Oh, she got on my page now. She goes, miss you turds. We're turds.
I miss everybody, really. And I really miss doing stand-up.
She can't hear us, though.
It gets worse every week.
Hold on. She says she can't hear us.
You didn't turn the microphone on. Yeah,
can you hear us?
Dumbass. Can you hear us now? You turned on the fucking switch? You're a terrible producer. I have to say. Your selling point.
Oh, no. What?
She still can't hear it. You're selling, but go back to my page.
Well, yeah, go back to yeah. Oh my, all right.
Your selling point to me was that you used to be in radio. You were a producer and shit. And
I also just woke up.
Every week I find out that you're not very good.
Getting our, oh man, I got nothing to say.
Like, oh, I see why you no longer work in radio.
And your pay's fucking $8 an hour. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I heard about that. It's like, oh, I'd like to do radio, and then you hear like how much they pay. It's like, fuck, I make more money than that. Work in a grocery store.
All right. Oh yeah, there it was.
Can you hear us now?
Yep.
I can hear you now.
Smoking a bowl, boys. Miss you both.
All right.
Bowl. Oh, she's smoking a bowl.
So people were talking to us on the other one too. So.
Mm-hmm. I hate people and don't miss them. Rosalinda Fontana.
Yeah, but you don't do comedy every night. Being a comedian is cool because I don't like people either, but I like them.
Yeah.
It's like an elite group of misfits.
It does feel like
gathered
that.
Together. You know,
It does feel like that.
It's a weird fraternity of
Every time
freaks and weirdos.
Every time I either go to any of the places, it feels like the beginning of a Scorsese movie, where they just like he's introducing the whole crew.
Oh
yeah, it's just.
I was like, "There's Five Finger Freddy."
Yeah. And then over there was Crab Meat.
Right.
We don't know why he called himself that.
Right. And there's Sean Rotan. No one knows
Sean Rotan.
who he is or where he comes from. But
you hear like a picture like Joe Pesci's voice in there, like, yeah, we never know where he lived.
Right.
And he always had a fucking chihuahua with him.
Right. Always had a dog, but he knew we never knew where he lived. That the other morning he was in trouble, I guess. I got home from work and he was messaging in the group, and he's like, "Can anybody come to Decatur and Sunset with jumper cables?" I'm like, "You don't even have a fucking car."
And I can picture him right now. I stole a car like a man.
Right.
Like a man.
I love Sean Rotan.
I hope he's okay.
He's all right.
Rosalind said, I said I missed you.
He sends videos.
I totally love my open mic experiences. And Janaya goes, when you're comedians, all about the 6 to 2 a.m. crawl, Monday through Thursday at the mics.
Yeah. Well,
6?
Starting at 6 is early.
Yeah.
Especially if you drink.
Yeah.
That's what happens to Ralph.
Yeah.
About 10 or 11, Ralph was like hammered. He was like, he can't even think about it. He's like, I can't even. You want to go to Champagne's?
Future mayor. The future mayor of Las Vegas.
Champagne's because he's too fucking drunk.
Oh my god. That's the best.
Anyway.
So, is anyone that you know COVIDed up? No?
No.
Good.
Except for James Johnson.
Well, allegedly. We know he was sick.
He never really got tested and got positive results, so we don't know for sure if that was...
or if he just the flu.
Right. If he was just... But he said he's pretty 90% sure that that's what it was.
Okay.
And they did keep him in the hospital. They didn't let him leave. As long as he had a fever. So, but no, I don't know anybody personally. But John Prine died tonight.
Who?
The singer, John Prine. And I'm just saying this, man. People I know, people I love, are saying the dumbest shit right now. There's so many people that are like, oh, this is fucking no big deal. Just open up everything back up.
Nah, you gotta.
And somebody was posting like these numbers. It was like, look, there's only this many cases in Nevada. Why don't they open it up? And I'm like, don't you understand? There's only this many cases
because they
closed it down.
Right.
Yeah, it's like if everybody was commingling, it'd be like Florida. It'd be 30,000.
Well, Florida. First of all, Florida to me, that's just like solving a problem.
That's what I said. There's people are mad because some of these states didn't shut down. I'm like, some of these states should stay open.
Keep Florida going as long as
some of
you
these
can.
states should go 24 hours. It's like,
you know what?
And just all gather together and
Ron DeSantis, why don't you go out surfboarding? Why don't you go on the beach and just
The thing about the internet and Facebook that sucks though is like there's people that I like who live in all these states.
No, yeah, but think about it. If they think like you do, they're smart enough.
Like, no, wait, don't, because someone Someone I like lives there.
Well, then tell them not to go and tell their friends to go. Like,
Right,
hey,
it's like,
look.
move out of the state. We're gonna fucking cleanse.
You know that neighbor of yours with 3 teeth and a mullet? You can tell him to go outside
Exactly.
with his cat.
Tell Joe Dirt.
By the way, cats can get the COVID now, so
Dude,
tigers.
that's messed up. And,
Tigers can get it.
I think I saw a thing. A dog got it.
There you go.
Dude, if a dog can get it, we're in big trouble. Because I would never.
Scott says, "Open all the churches."
Yes. Well, they already opened themselves. Churches and beaches open for business.
Dirty holy water for the
You
win.
see that?
Dirty
the
holy
Georgia
water.
governor said in the same sentence, he's like, to stay-at-home order, but yet the beaches are still open. How does that even...
Remember, that's the guy who cheated
does
to
that even
win.
work?
That's the guy who cheated to win.
Yeah.
Because he was the guy
Yeah,
who was
he took
running
all
for
the voting
governor.
machine.
And he was in control of all the voting systems,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. He was Secretary of State.
Yeah. Literally sent
Which, how that's legal, I have no idea.
And nobody... They
And-
literally sent buses of black people home who were on their way to vote. Like, they had a senior citizen center, and there was a bus full of black people, and the cops pulled it over and told it to go back home because
You're black?
they didn't explain. They were just like, too many people at this one time creates a logistical issue.
You need to go home for being black in Georgia.
We let, you know, they probably said to him at the bus,
It's a little
we
known-
let you go 1863, 1865. You don't have to be here anymore.
It's a little known statute.
Yeah.
Never been black in
We let y'all people go a long time ago. What are you still doing here?
Georgia is weird. It's like Atlanta and everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, what's outside of Vegas and Reno?
Well, that's why I was asking you about the redneck situation in Nevada, because I don't know that much about it. Who's that? Scott.
Scott, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but did you notice there's not many protests going on around the world these days, last few days? Well, yeah, first of all,
Of course
everyone's...
not, because how you protest are 6 feet apart.
Yeah, because people are scared
It's the
shitless.
weirdest looking march ever. Like everyone's all spread out. Although it would make like 20 people look impressive. I mean, I don't know. There's no protest. What are they protesting?
I mean, I don't know.
People are dying. That's the thing that people don't get. Is like people are actually dying from this.
But this is what I'm going to say. This is going to fuck up people forever.
The people that said it was a flu, it's just like the flu, right? Some people say it, right? So I looked it up. In the flu season last year, 2018-19.
Rosalinda is surrounded by Trumpelos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. He's God.
There's a lot of Trumpelos in Nevada too. I mean, there is.
This is a purple
That's why I was
state.
asking. Like, I don't know what it's like when you go outside of Vegas. I haven't really. I went to Boulder City to.
Somebody
backstop.
explained it to me once. I went to this is a strip club of all places, and the stripper told me what it's like because she would drive from Reno, and she goes, "Don't ever get out of the car.
Don't get out of the car.
You leave Reno with a full tank of gas.
She's obviously never been to Kentucky or West Virginia.
Leave Reno with a full tank of gas. If you get caught speeding, you're fucked because the cops out there, the judge, the juries, the executioners, the lawyer, the whole 9 yards.
That's local.
Well, yeah, still, some places are just like, here's your ticket, and other
In
places
Kentucky,
are like,
there's whole counties like that
yeah,
where the whole thing is a racket.
yeah.
You know.
And then she goes, and if you do have to stop off in a town, let's say you're in one of the mining towns like Elko or some shit. As soon as you step out of the car, people will draw their blinds and you hear guns like hammers cocking back. And this was like a 5'4" Asian woman, like 100 pounds.
So it is like Kentucky or something.
Yeah, I mean, but the same.
So my friend lives in L.A. He said the same thing. He said if you in California, if you just go outside of the cities,
Yeah,
and it just turns into this redneck fucking.
but that's
you know.
everywhere in the country.
No,
This-
that's what I mean. Like
yeah.
that's America. It's
That America.
Like your friend with the flag on the hill.
Yeah.
That's America and freedom.
Fucking, I always tell people, go
On the
to
top of that there hill.
New York, or just go online or don't go there. Go look up Onion Town.
Onion Town.
Onion Town, it's a place, and the whole thing, it's like Hills Have Eyes. It's a bunch of over the top crazy white people that kill you right on the spot. Like, they will fuck with you. So there was like this little challenge where there's a bunch of teenage kids. So they went to Onion Town. They started going over to people's house and screaming at the houses.
Onion Town.
And motherfuckers came out chasing them with guns and shit.
Wait, first of all, whenever you go to a place called Onion Town, like I've ever been. Hey man, you ever been to Onion Town?
One of my friends went from the Bronx like this. He goes, "Hey, yo, Rob, motherfucker."
It sounds like a dangerous place.
One of my friends came like this. He came up from the Bronx. He came down from the Bronx. He goes, "Hey, Rob, motherfucker, we're going to Onion Town." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not about that." Fuck you, man.
Where is this Onion Town?
Upstate New York, like 2 hours north of the city. 2.5, 3 hours
Okay, so
north.
it's rednecks in New York.
Like north of Poughkeepsie.
You ever heard of that?
They threw rocks at my black friends.
There was like a trailer park in Florida where all these carnies lived, and the lobster boy lived there.
Lobster boy.
Yeah, but
that was real.
But it was a trailer. Yeah, no, it's real. It's like a trailer park, and all carnies live there.
Look up the Jackson Whites in northern New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Yeah. Well, I mean, fuck. All you gotta do is say New Jersey.
Nuclear waste capital of the
I don't
world.
really think I want to hang out too much in New Jersey.
Nobody wants to. People who are New Jersey are like, can I either get to Philadelphia or can I get to New York?
So in Jersey, you got Guidos and rednecks. How do they coexist?
It's the same thing as where I live. So when you go to any of these places, there'll be a long stretch of highway between the towns. If you go to New York, you go to Manhattan.
So the Guidos are on the towns.
So you got Manhattan. Manhattan goes into the Bronx.
So they don't coexist. It's like segregation.
Yes. That's exactly it. Every other
it's
town.
Like the Guidos live in city.
Yeah.
We stay out here.
No, it's street corners. Like one street corner will be all Puerto Rican. Then you flip the corner and it's all black people. You flip the corner. It's not black. It's more specifically Caribbean. You flip the corner and it's Italians. You flip the corner Chinese and it's one race per street. That's how New York works. One race per street.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've been.
But when you go further up north,
Chinatown has their own little.
Right. When you go up north, though, every other town is rich or poor.
In a little neighborhood. Jamaica Queen.
Jamaica Queens literally has Jamaicans. It's not even like.
New York is each race.
New York is the most segregated place.
Has their own little neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But that's how America's always been. That's why I think it's funny.
Yeah.
People act like, everybody's together. Like, nobody's together. They've never been together.
Scott, have you been to New York City? Well, I'm from New York.
I've been there several times.
And
Rob's from there.
Yeah, I'm from there.
But I've been there several times. I went, first time, I went to do comedy. Well, actually, that's not true. The very first time I went was like when I was like 19. I ran away from home. I told him, fuck you, I'm leaving.
What did you sound like at 19? Was your voice like this? A billion packs earlier?
No. Yeah.
You were like, hello.
It was still
my
weird.
name is Bruce.
Not as raspy. That's when I made the Puddin' Hog stuff. If you want to hear what my voice sounds like.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm scared.
You're scared? No.
Your voice. You're gonna have like the like perfect voice.
No, back then I rapped.
You rapped?
Yeah, that's when I was 19. I swear to God. When I went to college, I met this guy who was.
You met a guy?
He was American, but he was born in Germany because his parents were in the military.
Okay. So you met a guy.
So he grew up in Germany.
Okay.
And he freestyle rap. And then I was hanging out with these dudes and why are you laughing? I was actually very good at it.
Okay.
So anyway, he got me into that. It was before that I was in metal. I was a metal guy.
All right.
I didn't listen to hip hop.
So
then I got into hip hop like heavy, man. Like I really was into it because at that time, he was saying all the things that turned me on. It was angry and.
All right, so to recap, you met a guy, and he was saying all the things to turn you on.
No, yeah. Well, that's a heavily abridged version of the story.
And he was European.
But sure, if you want to go with that. No, he was a big black dude.
No!
With a jerry curl, even.
Oh my God.
Because he lived in Europe.
Yeah.
So, his whole style is different.
So, wait, big, black, German, said all the things that turned you on, got you into
No,
rap.
hip hop did. I tell you, like, I was angry and shit, and it was like Public Enemy and all that shit. It was NWA and Ice Cube and all this angry
But from a
political
German,
rap.
But from a German perspective.
No, I'm talking about. I went from metal to listening to hip hop.
Yeah.
Because hip hop
Right.
was saying all this stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was revolutionary. You know what I mean? Like.
And that's how the German guy got you.
No, anyway.
I know.
So we just started hanging out like outside of dorm buildings and shit, and just be like rapping.
Okay.
And we buy single tapes. Back then, you could buy single tapes, and if you flipped it over on the backside, would be an instrumental.
Yeah, I remember.
They take off the lyrics, so
or it'd be the CD where it's just track
right,
one was
so
the song, track
right.
two. Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
could use the beats to rap.
Yeah.
Yourself. So you just turn it on.
Yeah.
You
So you were a gangster rapper.
There'd be like 4 or 5 guys, and you'd say a couple bars, and then pass the microphone to the next guy. You know, and then that's what we did for fun.
Okay.
But then I was starting to get good at it. And they were like, oh, you're good at it. So I was like, I got into my mind, like, well, I'm going to fucking go and be a fucking, like, I want to be Eminem, like 20 years before Eminem existed.
So you want me
And I was like, I'm going to, tell my dad, I'm going to New York City.
to become a
My
rapper?
friend, yeah, well, this is the deal. My friend, my best
There
friend.
you go. Here's the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Spit some bars.
Yeah, okay.
Come on,
Fuck you.
spit some bars, man.
I can't do that shit now.
Why not?
Because it's just like anything else. Like, if you don't do it,
What would your
I'd have to
gimmick
go
be?
and train. You know what I mean? I'd have to go
Train.
somewhere and like put shit on and just fucking do it. And then it's like any other exercise.
You got to go to 8 Mile.
You can't just stop rapping and don't rap for
What would you
10
rap
years
about?
or 15 years. Or
Would
something.
you be a political rapper? Would you
course.
be KRS-One?
Oh yeah, I loved him. He was one of my favorites.
KRS-One.
So anyway, listen. So my friend, one of my best friends, I went to high school with.
Okay. Not the big black guy that you fell
No,
in
he
love
was
with.
a Korean guy,
Oh,
and he's
okay.
from New York City.
Well, I would imagine Korean, and you'd be sorry after the black guy.
Oh my god. I don't know where he's going with this. Anyway,
All right.
so he says he wanted to go back home to New York. So he basically wanted to run away. It was
Okay.
a big, long story.
Okay.
I mean, we won't go into all of it.
All right. Korean. So we with the Korean
yeah.
guy, and he ran
It was
away
an
from home?
escape from fucking court-ordered rehab. All kinds of things.
Okay.
So, basically, he escaped from court-ordered rehab, and he was like, they asked me to pick him up. So I drove out to Madison, Indiana, where they were
Madison, Indiana.
where they were detained.
Okay.
And it was a facility. It wasn't a jail, so they could just walk out. So they walked out, and I picked them up on the road, and then we went to New York City. But when we
From
got
Indiana.
there,
You drove from Indiana to
yeah,
New York. Holy
from Indiana
shit.
to New York City, yeah.
It was like a 3-day drive?
And I didn't know anything. No,
Right.
you can make it in a day or a day and a half.
Non-stop driving.
It's like 15 hours.
Dan Rose. Great to see you, Bruce.
What's up, man?
Scott is sending us links. We can't do anything with that right
I
now.
know. Anyway, so what to his conspiracy theories?
No. That's your friend, man. I don't know nothing about that.
So he, when we got there, his family was like, "Fuck off." So basically, we were living in the street. But I was all prideful and shit. I'm like, I'm not fucking going home. Fuck that. So we wound up being like homeless, sleeping on a train and shit
Oh my god.
for like a month.
For real.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then we got jobs.
In New
And then
York.
we got like this one room in a communal house.
Alright, almost like a hostel.
Basically, it's like a house where they rent the rooms. And
Okay.
then there's a communal kitchen.
So how long were you there?
Bathroom. So we got there, and then I got in a fight with them because the dude that he brought with us, I never liked.
Okay.
I mean, I was friends with the Korean guy.
Okay.
But he was friends with this other kid, and I never liked the fucking kid. He was a fucking douchebag.
So you're cool
And
with German blacks and the Koreans.
He's one of them skinny fucks like you that just won't stop eating. And we didn't have no food. He's like eating up all the food.
No.
And he's like, if he doesn't eat for 10 minutes, he's like, I'm hungry. You're like, shut the fuck up. We're all hungry, you dumb motherfucker.
Scott sent us a link for Zappa, Frank Zappa, I'm assuming. Stick It Out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love some Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
My dad is big Frank Zappa fan.
Dental Floss. That's such a weird,
Montana.
trippy ass song.
Moving to Montana soon. Gonna be a dental floss tycoon. Yeah, no, Frank Zappa was weird. You know what the weirdest thing about Frank Zappa is
What?
you listen to his music and you go, this guy must have been whacked out.
Oh, yeah.
But he never did drugs or drank.
Really? There's no way.
He's totally sober.
There's no way he came up with the shit that he came up with sober.
He's just crazy.
God damn.
No drugs needed.
Oh, my God. I was looking at this earlier. It caught my attention. I didn't say anything about it. Janai's doing sketch comedy.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's cool. I always wanted to do it, but I never. It's like it seems like a bunch of comics always talk about doing it,
And then it never happens.
It never
happens, yeah.
It's like a band. You know, it's like people go, oh,
dude, man, we're gonna get it going, man.
We're gonna put it together, man. It's gonna be
the sketch comedy, man.
You see him like a year later. You got a band? Oh, man.
Well, I mean, we're gonna do, but then this fucking guy, man.
Right.
I don't want to name names because
anything that you have to have more than one person involved.
No, it's not.
It always becomes complicated.
Three is a pain in the ass for anything. And 3 or greater
That's
is a
why
fucking pain in the ass.
very rarely commit myself to things.
Because you can, if you got 10 people
involved in it, because
no, like so when you have a mic, the people show up to do their shit and they leave unless they want to drink.
Well, yeah, I mean most people are like that, self-absorbed or whatever. But
it's like, you're up next, cool, bye.
It's also just, a guy will go, yeah, I'll jam with you on Tuesdays or whatever, and he might show up once or twice, and then
see your first one, and the second time around,
and then the third time you wait, and then he doesn't show up.
Yeah.
And then it's like, or he shows up 2 hours late, or it just becomes like, working with other people is hard.
Yeah. yeah. That's why.
So when I went from being in bands to doing comedy, I was like, man, this is so much better.
You got to get that gangster rap career going again.
Fuck you, man. I'll fuck kick your ass. You want to have a rap battle, Rob? I like to hear this. The former black guy turned white man, Rob.
Well, that works then. Eminem, Token. There's some white rappers out there.
Token. There's a guy named Token?
Yeah.
Who's white?
Yeah. He's a Jewish kid with a big nose. Seriously. That's his gimmick.
I'm from the Midwest where there's a lot of the...
He's from Boston.
There's a lot of the Juggalo people.
Yes. Fago, Swillin, Juggalo.
Twista and shit like that. People listen to.
Why would you beat up Tila Tequila, though? I wouldn't whip her ass.
What, Twista beat her up?
No, the Juggalos did. She went to some concert. They beat the shit out of Tila Tequila.
Really?
Yeah. It's happened at a Juggalo. She went to a Juggalo concert, and the Juggalo beat the shit out of her.
No, but why? First of all, why is she at a Juggalo concert? Second of all, why would they attack her? What did she do to them?
I don't know. She just showed up, and they're like fucking poser bitch, and they beat the shit out of her.
It's like Cincinnati. Like Cincinnati is a small town, but they don't fuck around. Like you never heard the story. They ran T.I. out of Cincinnati.
Really?
Yeah, they ran him out. He tried to talk shit.
Like
he talked shit and threw money at these gangsters.
Oh shit!
And they were like, "Fuck you!" Then they waited around, and when he got in he had, I guess it was a band, and because he's a rapper, he don't need a whole bus, I guess.
But what did he go to jail for? What did he go to jail for?
They fucking
because he could have ratted somebody.
They got out on the highway and they started shooting at his van.
Oh, good.
They ran him out of town. He'll never come back.
And you know who's getting out of jail because of the COVID shit is Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I got a pool already. How long it's gonna take?
He's gonna be shot.
How long it'll take for them to kill Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I give it.
I gotta confess, I've never heard one single fucking song.
It's just screaming. It's loud screaming. Screaming. And he's dressed up in and you've seen the
dressed
pictures
up
like a
Rainbow
fucking
Bright
yeah. With rainbow grills.
But like, I've never heard his music.
I give him.
Could you even call it music?
If he goes back to New York, if he goes back to where he's from, I give him a week. If he goes into they'll probably put him in witness protection. Then I give him.
How can he be in witness protection and still be Tekashi 6ix9ine? That's the thing.
Well,
whenever they said that, it's like, what? How can he make money? How can he be?
He get rid of all the tattoos, laser off the tattoos, or put
No,
makeup
what I'm
on.
saying, his whole, what the fuck does he have besides being Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Oh, nothing. He's just
right. So if he can't be Tekashi 6ix9ine, then how's he gonna make a living? How's he gonna do anything? And he's not gonna be famous anymore. He's gonna be hidden.
He'll be that sloppy Puerto Rican guy with 6ix9ine tattoos mopping up the Winco.
I'm just saying, what is this guy gonna do? There's nothing he can do. I mean, I guess he could live off this witness protection pay you too, like unemployment, like Social Security. You know what I mean? Like,
well, here's a question: does he still get
regular job? You know,
but he still gets money from the spins of his music. He gets some money from that. He's got to get some residuals from that.
Well, that's how you find him then. Where they send the residual checks. Oh, here it is, that well-placed source inside the music industry. It's like, where does he get these residual checks mailed to? And then there it is. Or I guess now if you direct deposit, you don't have to mail it.
And then you got another group over here. I see you got something blowing up.
No. My pages are always blowing up.
That's a good problem to have.
I have, I'm in a bunch of groups, and I have several pages. And now I have another page because I made one for this.
Yeah, he can invest.
Invest? Who? Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
What's he investing in?
Invest in the stock markets. It's a good time to buy, man. Everything's low, man.
Fucked up. I was talking about, like, whenever I make memes, it's weird. It's like I'm always a day ahead of something that happens. Like, for some reason, I just had an idea. I was like, I'm going to make a fake album cover. Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's called the album called Constantly Snitching. You know what I mean? Like, so I made this meme.
Yeah.
It's like Constantly Snitching by Tekashi 6ix9ine. And then the very next day, we're like, Tekashi 6ix9ine released from prison. I'm like, well, I should have put this meme out that day.
Yeah, you have the gift.
No, because I'm missing the prime, like he's not trending at that moment.
Yeah.
Like I put it out before he's trending. I'm always ahead of the curve. Like,
just reshare, man. Just share it again.
Yeah, but then it's like, I just put this up yesterday.
You're a visionary. You're a visionary.
It is weird because it's not the first time it's happened. It happens a lot. Where I'll just have an idea and I'll make a meme for something.
Tiger King.
And like the very next day, like something will happen.
You were telling me you were ahead of the curve on the Tiger King shit. You were telling me you were ahead of the curve on the Tiger King shit.
Yeah, but I didn't mention it. To me, it wasn't that extraordinary because I said I come from Ohio.
So you're used to
those kind of people are everywhere. Like
blonde
Joe Exotic is not that unusual.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
They have a lot. I figured they wouldn't.
No, it's gay.
I figured they would shun that shit out in Oklahoma.
You know what? That like when I was younger, they would. But even then, he was still gay. He just wasn't out like he.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they would in the Midwest, these people would hide. My uncle is the best person to talk about this because he knows. He lived through it.
You think he's gonna?
Back then, they had to hide, so they had like little, secret knock clubs and shit.
Yeah.
And
they didn't get to meet.
People would get beat up and shit too.
They didn't get to meet hot black.
It's like
German
asshole
dudes.
rednecks would be like, "Hey, that place down there where all the fags hang out? Let's go down there and beat us up a fag," and they would.
Oh,
like.
shit.
And they go out down there and hang out down the street and wait for one of them. I did a benefit show for it was an organization, and that's what they did, was they collected money to help pay the medical bills for people who got attacked for being...
Did it ever slow down before you left?
Corporate chill. What does that say?
I was one of the first of the Mohicans too with the tiger. Colleen Rihanna.
Like I said, it's just not. It's not something that unusual. There's all kinds of weird characters like him in Ohio. But no, it's like I said, it was more underground. Now it's more accepted, so people are out more. Like, 20 years ago, Joe Exotic probably wouldn't have been so, like...
Well, you know what? Here's the funny thing.
Flamboyantly out. And
but he was.
He might even have, like, a fake girlfriend.
Because 20 years ago was year 2000. So time has flown by so fast that, like, 20 years ago...
Damn, I'm old. No, it's like, it was 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
That's 30 years before 2000.
Fucking crazy.
Now I think about it, like, that's how old I am now.
20 years ago wasn't, 2000.
Right, that wasn't.
They would have been more okay, I guess, at 2000.
I guess it was the 90s. It was really bad still.
In the 90s.
No, it was bad.
So if we were to see a bunch of gun-toting mullet guys circled around TV watching Friends,
I would say this.
With a tiger.
I would say this.
They were gay.
I would say around the 2000s.
You could
when I went back to Ohio, and it was 2000, right? And that's when they started mingling these crowds, where they'd have clubs where they were mixed, where there'd be gay people, straight people, all in the same club, and that was something that was unusual for the time in that part of the country. Like the club that started that was called The Warehouse in Cincinnati. And
you started watching us.
To me, that was groundbreaking. I know.
It says Bruce Leonard is watching.
My doppelganger, dude. He's actually a photographer, and he's really fucking good.
Okay.
Yeah. No, and he takes pictures of really cool shit too.
And you would remember to put the mic on.
I don't know who he works for, but he's pictures he posted from all over the world. And, like pictures of animals and pictures of stars and. No, he's a really good photographer. I will give you that. Very talented dude.
So is that a plug?
For Bruce Leonard, the photographer? Sure. I endorse him. I hang his work on my wall.
All right.
He's good, man. Takes good pictures.
Does he have any pictures of...
What do you do, Rob?
German black guys?
Besides hot couches at cons.
No, man, I do not want to be a salesman.
Never a more appropriate name for a retail establishment than cons. They should have been honest. Like, we're about to con the shit out of you. That should be their slogan. Like, we are about to con the shit out of you here at cons.
I worked at Fry's forever in a day, and that shit was like... Somebody said to me, what are electronics? I'm like, what?
That was another thing. Like, Fry's seems like a weird name.
It was, because that was
an
the name.
electronics
It
place.
Does. It sounds so freaking weird. And they had a food
sounds
court.
like a fucking restaurant.
The food court had no fries.
Fry's is like, it sounds like a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and then you're like, this is electronics. Like, what?
Yeah. And they had a food court, but they didn't have French fries. And their food court, they didn't have fries. And the reason why was they weren't allowed to have like a stove, because I guess you needed a different license for that. So everything that they served you was either toasted or microwaved. So they would...
Nothing like a microwave cafe.
Oh, yeah. And they had... The best thing ever was they had this chicken Alfredo.
Yes, I'll take 2 Hot Pockets in it. You're like... You can do that at home.
The funny thing is the tourists loved it. They thought it was the best food ever. The tourists were like, oh my.
It's like the people that go to IKEA to go to
the Swedish meatballs.
To the Swedish meatball. Yeah.
Which are disgusting, by the
No,
way.
that's what I'm saying. They're not even good.
No, they're disgusting. Let me have something that tastes like watered down cardboard mashed together with like thick dirt water sauce.
Dirt water sauce.
Fucking bullshit.
It's like you rang out a dirty sock.
Yeah. Let me just stew this questionable meat.
You ever had
and dirt water.
the pickled herring or whatever the fuck too? Like,
Oh,
dude, what is up with Swedish like the food there?
Let me just get this dirty rancid ass food.
There's a lot of weird food in Europe.
My grandfather ate worms. There's a cheese in Italy.
Have you seen that cheese?
Yes, that's what he ate. He ate that shit, yeah. So what it is this is what the poor Italians back in the day got.
That's what I mean.
The leftovers.
Who's the guy who left the cheese out and then was like, oh, there's maggots in his cheese? Was like, you know what? It still looks
because that's
good.
all they could eat. So then it went from being that's all you could eat to it was a delicacy. So my grandfather would get that shit.
Still looks pretty good to me. Like.
Chocolate covered ants, he would eat that.
I could see that more than the maggot cheese.
And then, do you ever eat the
like
grasshoppers?
A lot of countries eat insects.
But what about the grasshoppers? You can get that at the...
Insects are there's a lot of protein in them.
But did you ever go to Green Valley Ranch? Like, not the Green Valley Ranch, but the Green
You ever
Valley...
seen, like, the rich people now, and they're doing the thing. It was on Bizarre Food.
You putting a spider in your mouth. I saw a video that was like two hot like Thai chicks in the middle of the woods, and they had a bowl of spiders,
Right.
and she started shaving off hot pepper, onion, put a little oil in there, and
Spiders?
woolly spiders.
Well, they eat snakes. I mean, dude, in Asia, they'll eat anything. Anything that's alive and, moving.
I posted a joke. You know the meme with the black guy in the yellow little suit, just like
Yeah.
I posted it. Oh my god! I had. It's so offensive.
I saw it. I was like, someone's going to call you a racist.
Yeah, and they did. And they didn't waste any fucking time. I got two people immediately were laughing. Jesse Graff was like, that shit is friend sisters, that shit's funny. Another one of my friend's sister was like, Rob, I expected more of you. Bitch, shut the fuck up. It's a joke. Meanwhile, they actually had the video of them in Wuhan eating fucking bats on a stick and kittens.
This guy today was like,
kittens.
I posted that meme with the guy from Disturbed. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah. With the sickness.
Yeah, it was like, Disturbed man refuses to quarantine.
Yeah, because
Says
he's down with them with the sickness. David Draymond, yeah.
Right. This guy posted it in a comment, and he's like, that's not funny. And like, what do you mean it's not funny? I was like, don't you know that song? And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, well, I can see why you don't get it. And second of all, like, how do you not know that song?
First of all, this is my attitude about it. My attitude is this. If 5 or 6 people are laughing, that means you A, don't get the joke, so B, shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a goddamn about your opinion.
Oh, it's Facebook.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna delete it now. I'm not even gonna argue. I'm just deleting. I'm like this chick was bitching about it. I just deleted her, and she's like, she started following.
He's blocked her.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm done with you. I can't deal with somebody this fuck. I said this. If a meme is kicking your ass this hard, life must be fucking miserable with you, and I want nothing to do with you. Go fuck yourself.
Dude, there are some that are wrong. Like,
I don't get. Look,
there are lines even on the internet and memes and shit. There are lines. That,
if you ever thought, look at a kitten and think what it would be like to freaking see that shit. I saw one video. It was a chick in Vietnam eating cow pussy. It was literally the pussy of a cow. She had the vagina of a cow, and she was shaving it, and then boiled it.
With my friend Jerry. We really watch all these crazy fucking videos. Jerry used to make me watch this video all the time of this girl who they put cereal in her ass and then eat it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what I said. I was like, what is wrong with you? You know, there's this website with all these fucked up videos. What is it called? Anyway, I used to be on a podcast with him, and every week he'd fucking show me all these fucked up. E-fucked, I think it's called.
E-fucked, yes.
Yeah, so every week...
That's fucked. No, that's fucked.
He'd show me these videos.
That's fucked.
And they're like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Why are you watching this shit?
Yeah, some guy jumps off a building, his legs are snapped in half. I saw...
Well, no, this was more like...
Or
he
sex.
never showed me a lot of that kind of stuff.
Or the sex ones, all the sex
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like guys with hookers and shit. And, you know,
no, there was one I saw where it's just guy like fucking like deep throating this chick, and then she just barfs everywhere and she's crying and shit, and they're like, "All right, cut. We talked about this, Tanya. You want to be a fucking porn star? This is how you do it. One in the ass, one in the mouth."
She's like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Don't pull this liberal rights bullshit on me. This isn't college.
Can I get some more cocaine?
Fuck, bitch. Here's a pile. You better fucking... Next time, clean the pussy, too. No one wants to smell that shit.
Oh, my God.
And she's sitting there crying, and the guy's like... And the guy, of course, the porn star dude has got this fucking hard-on fade, and he's like, somebody give me a fluffer. Give me a fluffer.
A fluffer.
Got a windsock going on here.
He's losing over here.
This bitch won't take 5 dicks in her.
That's a weird fucking job. Wait, like somebody gets paid for that.
Do you feel bad at the time they're doing it, or do you feel bad when they get too old to be able to do it?
Fluffer?
No, not the, just the porn star. Just the porn star. Just the porn star.
Living on fluffing them.
No. unless.
Like, you got a hand? Yes. All right, you're hired.
No, but I mean, what if you get some like old Todd chick who does a good job, hits the prostate, the whole 9 yards? Like, maybe she's a really good fluffer. Like, you just... Maybe they should just do fluffer porn. Just fuck the porn star. Just tape the chick getting the dude hot, you know? Like,
I always wondered, like...
How much you get paid?
And I've talked to some people that are in the industry, and they confirm that this is true.
What?
Like if you saw everything that happened on...
Oh, you wouldn't want to... Oh, God.
That you wouldn't... Yeah, it would take away all of your pleasure of watching porn.
Well, that's the E-Fucked website. It's just all these women. It's like all the women, like, they're doing these gangbang scenes, and you're thinking, oh, man, this chick is a whore, man. She's feeling it, man. Oh, my God. I want to be one. Meanwhile, in the outtake, she's crying, like, fucking ridiculously.
You know what kills me is these videos where you see these chicks, and she's like... I'm so-and-so, and I'm 30-something years old, and this is my very first
casting couch
video.
The casting couch one.
And then she's like, and smacking herself with the dick. You're like, well, you look pretty professional in the video. Like, what do you... This is your first time. Like, this is not your first time. Stop.
No, the ones, you gotta watch the outtakes where it's like the real... It's an outtake. The ones where, like, you know, one chick, it's like the girl is, it's fucked up.
Well, you obviously
not attractive.
know your way around a dick.
No. So there's ones where it'll be like a casting couch where the guy just makes fun of the women, and it'll be like this poor unfortunate woman. She's got like one breast is like a B cup, and the other one's like a -A, and you know the teeth are all over the place.
They're like, this is for a calendar shoot, you know, or something, and then they're like, well, we need you to take off your dress, you know, and then she's like, well, it's like, this is a swimsuit thing, you know, like, and then so they talk her into that, and then they're like, well, we need you to take your top off.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, well, you know, and it just
5 minutes, it just
act
escalates.
like it's all like, you
snowballs
know,
into fucking.
This is all bullshit. But it's like, come on, it's all bullshit. On Saturday.
Yes, we're gonna have good equipment.
So next week it should be a more professional situation.
And green screen, gotta get green screen.
You gonna do green screen? So you can do commercials for your corporate.
Hi, would you like this wonderful sofa and love seat? $49.99 when you
come on down to Cons.
Oh my God.
Cons.
I
always sell at cons.
Hmm?
You might as well get the the full-on endorsement while you're at it.
No, God, no. I said to myself, I don't want to do sales anymore, but then it's just like, what's hiring?
You can't help yourself. It's in your blood, man.
It's in my blood. It's in my blood to be depressed and miserable.
Yes.
Hi, ma'am. Would you like to buy this? Oops, I hit the wrong button on my iPad. I lost the entire transaction. Please let me start again. No, this took too long. Goodbye. Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
That's just income.
Fuck! Happened yesterday. It was like a $4,000 sale.
Well, see, you're good at the sale part.
But then
you just fumbled the ball at the end. You're like the Cleveland Browns of salesman. He's about to score a touchdown.
No, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. It's Eli Manning. Eli Manning. I threw an interception.
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez. Yeah. Then I gotta.
If not, then maybe tomorrow between 6 a.m. and 6
Then I gotta
p.m.
go field a call from some pissed off Cuban at like 4 in the afternoon. Like I'm trying to go to lunch and I got some pissed off Cuban person cursing me out because their table is missing a leg. And they're like, "Where did that shit come from?"
I never understood how they get away with that. They just like give you this window of like 8 hours, and then I said most of the time they don't show up. and then every time, if you sit at your house, if they say we'll be there between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and you wait at your house all day, they come at like 5:30, right? And then the next time you're like, well, I don't have to wait all day because they're not going to come until then. Most people do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of you see them on Instagram or on Tinder.
Revenge
porn. A lot of chicks that are like, check out my snap. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. Snatch chat.
Yeah, I don't know how all that works. I never use it.
Yeah. It's easy. You just take a picture of your junk and you send it to the world.
And then it's gone.
And then you go.
Seconds.
It's gone in 30 seconds.
That's the thing about the Snapchat is it's everything goes away. So.
But no, that was what I was trying to ask you earlier, though. Do you feel bad for, like, an old porn star, like a washed-up porn star? Like, what do you do? Like, some of these people...
Well, some of them are, like, what's her name?
There's one who went full-blown Christian,
what's
hardcore
her
Christian.
Name?
There's one named Chrissy Moran, and she was...
Oh, yes. Well, there's a lot of those porn stars that they find Jesus.
Yeah.
They're like, all of a sudden, they're like, I need to get out of this life.
Yeah, now that I can fit a bowling ball up my ass.
Oh, there's Jesus.
Yeah.
But some of these chicks, like, what was the chick's? God damn it. Nina Hartley.
Okay.
She's still doing porn.
Oh, yeah.
She's like granny porn.
Oh, yeah. She's like step-grandmother porn now.
She's still like,
Step-grandmother.
She's like 60. She's still...
60? She's like 85.
I don't know how old she is. But,
fucking 60.
She's still fucking.
Yeah.
How's that? Like, on camera. So, some of them never retire.
Nina Hartley fucks her hip surgeon.
The thing is fucked up, dude. She's had a long career.
A career?
Made me think about it. She's been doing porn for a long time.
by that logic, like...
She's 65 years old or whatever.
65. By that logic, would
Who
Joe...
knows how old she is, but my point is she's been fucking for a long time. And she's still doing it. So, like, they don't all retire.
No, but most of them.
Jenna Jameson retired, I
Yeah.
guess.
And she still looks good. She didn't have to.
What? She didn't have to retire?
Yeah.
Oh, she made so much money.
Yeah.
Don't need the money anymore. I mean, I don't know.
But there was...
I saw an interview with Nina Hartley, but she said, I just like fucking.
There was one chick who tried to retire.
She really enjoys her work. You know what I mean? Like,
There was this Indian porn star named Priya Ryan. She tried to retire and go into Bollywood, and that shit didn't work. So
because they can't act.
Yeah. She, obviously, sucking dick does not mean that she can do a fucking drama,
Right.
So she tried to get back into it, and they had taken out her fake breasts, I guess. So she just had, like, floppy fake titties that were, like, half a size smaller than what she had. It just looked like loose, weird. It was just gravity, finally kicked her ass. And she tried to get back into it. And you're like, nah, I see too many surgical scars.
That doesn't seem to stop a lot of them. I see that all the time. In porn. You watch enough porn, you see all kinds of shit.
Daniel says, take out the teeth. If you have Nina Hartley money, something tells me she wouldn't have dentures, though. I think she's got enough money, unless she wants to do, like, Gummer Hummers. Like, if that's her gimmick, like, she's just
I'm
doing...
surprised there's not, like, a category for that.
There probably is.
There's a category of everything. For
Go to E-Fucked.
There's even coronavirus porn now. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah.
They're wearing the face masks.
Dumb motherfuckers. What is it?
Like, dude,
Pornhub is free now.
Pornhub
Pornhub
shameless.
is free.
Yeah.
Like
But no shit.
Yeah, like porn. No. But Pornhub, like the master package.
Yeah, the
like,
premium.
The premium is free.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what you need to know. The logistics of all these businesses are fucked right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're trash. Like, they're out of product. They can't get products. They can't keep the stores full. The shipment schedules are
You can't buy a
ruined.
freezer from my place. People came in trying to get
No, I'm just
freezers.
saying that
Sold out.
Yeah.
Southwest, you can't buy a freezer.
The same thing. The manufacturers aren't manufacturing, so you can't get any. So it's all fucked. So they switched. You're right, more hours. They switched the truck schedule. So tonight they had ripped the schedule before they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only 2 people supposed to work tonight. And I was like, they can't unload a truck with only 2 people.
Mm.
So I'll come in. It's supposed to be my night off.
Mm.
I was like, I'll come in and help them because I wouldn't leave my people,
Right.
And then I was like, I don't care to work. And then the guy's like, you're already working 6 days. You can't work 7.
Mm.
So just move your day. And I was like, well, I would work 7. But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're already pushed to the limit.
Yeah.
There is no, like, give you more hours. More than what? You can't work more than 7 days a week.
You do like those Japanese dudes do those 100-hour work weeks and then die in the subway.
No, I'm not going to do that. But
See, you ever see those videos?
when it first happened, it was like that. I was working, 12 hours a day, man, and get hammered.
Mm.
And I was like, I can't keep this up forever.
Well, we've hit the hour spot.
Yeah, we got to go.
Yeah.
The
Hope
board's
you enjoyed
supposed to
it.
come on Saturday, so hopefully we'll be set up
I'll practice.
next week, and we'll be able to record, and we'll be able to upload this to iTunes and all this shit like a real show. But we just wanted to start this show now while you were in quarantine and
Yeah.
didn't have nothing else to do.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.